Hey guys, this is Shiny Zekrom, and welcome back to part 50 of this PMU journey. In this in this part, we are going to go through Tanren Courtyard. So how do you get to this is, if you don't remember from my Tanren Mansion video, how we get there is the following. 6 through 10F, there's going to be a chamber that has some little dark, whatchamacallits around it. Some, like, dark plants and stuff that you are going to want to look for, because this is how you are going to get to your Tanren Courtyard. Because you can use the same method where either you use a one-room orb to get rid of the walls that surround it to get on. And then the old Gateau looks funny because of the black glasses on it. And man, the reviver seeds in here. But yeah. Besides that, you can also, of course, use the way that they intend you to, which is using the the mansion key. Which we're not gonna do it that way. Psh, who needs a mansion key when you got a one-room orb? And we're gonna click it on the wall, and voila. Now, of course, I'm kind of keeping the X-ray specs on because I'm still somewhat trying to see if I can find a mobile scarf in the walls, which is not easy to do. Like I said, it's a rare item. And it can appear deep, deep into the walls. You never know. So it's always good to have X-ray specs on during these floors, maybe, instead of Trap Scarf. Just make sure, of course, you have plenty more than enough cleanse and recycle orbs if you want to do this, like I am. Like, I have one cleanse and one recycle just in case. Now, here's what I was going to do. I'm going through, and I'm just trying to find the chamber, and there we go. So over here. So since we found it before we found the stairs, I'll go in here. Now, of course, we don't have a mansion key. What are we doing when we don't have a mansion key? We use a one-room orb. Okay. So anyways, let's head into Tanren Courtyard. So right off the bat, some of the recruits that you're going to be able to find here include Glameow, Ghastly, and Spinarak starting out the bat. And we have Stunky as well off the bat. And you can also find Carnivine and Skorupi in the later floors. So, Tanren Courtyard, as I kind of alluded right to the end of last video, there is going to be a way to get Spiritomb down here. I would like to show it because this is the closest I've ever actually gotten to getting a Spiritomb. Now, as you can kind of tell, there looks like places you could walk, but you actually can't. Like, right? Look at me. I can't walk over here, even though it looks like the rest of the place. That's what you have to be careful about, is rooms are very small and hallways are very small in this place. Now, that's a grip claw. That's just kind of an item for increasing the amount of, I think it's damage. Okay. I thought we found a heart scale for a second. I was going to flip out. But it just increases the, I think it's damage or turns of your rep and those kind of moves. Now, I also seem to have forgotten to mention Poochyena is also recruitable down here. But yeah, these rooms are going to be typically like 2x2s. Very rarely you're going to find like the one room we found where it's going to be very big. And of course, usually if in a 2x2, there is always going to be at least one trap as per that and that. So we're going to take a warp here. And we are going to head over that way. See if we can get towards those stairs, because I think they were up here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, as you can kind of tell, the spawns can get very, very close to each other. Right, other than that, we're just gonna keep running, really. So I want to get to 11F because that's where some important stuff begins. Yeah, I might put my trap scarf on now. Just because I don't want any more of that happening while we run through here. Alright, let's keep running and see if we find anything. Yep, right over here. So, another also nice thing is if you find items actually in here, to be honest. That's why you want to make sure you are supplied up and everything. But one other thing I guess I could mention real quick is Tanren Courtyard is going to be 25 floors, and then it has an end room with a couple boxes. You know, just like the basement. It's just a little bit longer. And we have here. Oh, and there was a Stunky. Too bad I didn't have any room in my party. And that Ninja used Grudge right before the heat wave hit, and I lost all of heat wave. Just gotta be careful. And Ghastlies are down here as well, so, kind of the stuff you've been seeing throughout the mansion and throughout the the basement. But a nice safe haven is, if you ever are to see apples or any other item on a tile, it means traps cannot be on that tile. It's really nice because it makes it a lot easier to, narrow out the tiles of which traps are on and whatnot. Alright, so we are on 10F, so you're almost to what I'm hoping we can get to. And, oh, yes, Skorupi, it looks like it's on the beginning floors here. This is, pretty much, there's one other spot you can get Skorupi, but other than that, Skorupi is really only down here. We're actually going to try for this, because Drapion would be an interesting member. Let's just use a move, and we didn't get it. Oh, because I didn't have the Soothe Bell on. I bet you that's what it was. Yeah, I know. It's probably not. I just didn't get lucky. But, yeah, so, as kind of mentioned, we're just going to be running around and trying to see what, we can find past 11. We can get a Ghastly, though. Which we don't really need Ghastly, because we have our handy-dandy Frostlass. Oh, dang. Alright, and there are our stairs. Alright. So, starting on 11F, we are going to be able to find Carnivines now, and it looks like Skorupis are gone. Possibly. But what is so important on 11F? On 11F, you can find secret rooms down here, as I kind of alluded to in the last part as well. Why these are going to be so important is this is going to be how you get your Spiritomb. Oh, hello, beat up. So, another thing about having your trap scarf is, for wide rooms like this, you can avoid any traps you'd possibly be running into, and it'll make it easier for you to walk into rooms and see if secret room stairs are there. Now, there are going to be 2 boxes and a stone pillar inside of it. This stone pillar is how you spawn your Spiritomb. It's just like in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Somewhat. This stone pillar, however, is going to require the odd keystone that we have. The Spiritomb that is in this will be a 100% recruit rate. Meaning as long as you are higher than, I think it is level 30? Higher than level 30, and you have an open slot in your party, it is an automatic recruit. Yeah, really nice, isn't it? So, some floors, I might just be, running around willy-nilly trying to find a secret room, because I would really like to get to show this off, because, let's see, I didn't get to show it the fossil one, because we never got the old amber, or any other fossil, which we can't really get, because most of them, if not the rest of them, are going to be in one specific dungeon. and whatnot. So yeah, let's just find those stairs again. I think it was somewhere over here, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, let's get that friend bow back. We don't want to lose that. Okay, here we go. So yeah, there are going to be, of course, all different types of weather kind of appearing around here, so it might look a little weird. Yellow gummy. What can we do? Hidden trap. Oh, traps. That's actually very nice because it'll be able to tell me where traps are, so I'll have an easier chance of walking on certain tiles to find secret rooms. So, I think what I might be doing is I might just... Oh, and I didn't even notice, but our Houndoom hit level 66. And of course, if I haven't mentioned, every level, we get a 0.1% recruit boost. Not as if it would really matter, but... Yeah, so... If we don't find a secret room, what I might try and do is, on, like, my own kind of time, is I might try and find one down here to maybe try and, get our very own... get our very own Spiritomb, or at least be able to show it off. I'd love to, since, I mean, we got lucky enough for the odd keystone drop. I would really like to be able to show off the whole Spiritomb thing, since I couldn't show off the fossils and reviving them and that during that part. Wow. That room was jam-packed. Alright, so... where are these stairs? I actually kind of forgot at this point where the stairs are. Something to also be careful about is with all the Stunky and Skuntank that'll be running around, be careful of the ability Aftermath, which will deal 25% of your HP instantaneously if you're in a, I believe it's one tile AoE of the Pokemon that died. Alright, so, moving on. Oh yeah, and here's a Carnivine, speaking of which. Didn't get it, but that's okay. But yeah, those are down here. Your, whatchamacallit? Oh, we get a Spinarak, though. But, yeah, I'm sorry if this video may drag on for a little while, because like I said, I would really like to find a secret room. And of course, they are not very easy to find, so it's not going to be literally walking up and, oh, I'm going to find a secret room instantaneously. No. And if I find the stairs, I think I'll just go into them instead of just trying to search every single room of every single floor. Because I don't want to be like that. Develop to an area we don't know of yet. I think... I haven't been this way yet, so... let's keep running this way and see what happens. Yep, there's our stair room right over there. So the only spot, I think, that could be our secret stairs is not this tile or this tile, but it was this tile, and it doesn't look like it, so let's go on. Oh. Foggy weather. This is going to make this a bit more difficult to see where I am. But it looks like our stairs are right over there, so we'll just take them. Of course, one of these, and it doesn't look like it. Okay. And we got rid of that trap. And it looks like our stairs are right over there. So we'll just head over to them. I'll keep going this way. Now, I'm not sure what the secret room stairs look like, and we got a Glameow that I don't even remember seeing, but... yeah. I don't know what the secret room stairs look like, because this is one of the places I've never found a secret room in. I found them, of course, in most dungeons, but there are some that I just haven't found. And this is one of them. So as I said, I'll just be going, if I see any rooms that are, you know, kind of easy to get to or I haven't found the stairs in yet, that's when I'll search the room. Otherwise, I'll just, yeah. Otherwise, I'll just, yeah, you. Let's see. Oh, there's a room right over here. Doesn't look like anything. There's a stairs room over here. Nothing. Looks like we're misplaced by a tile. So let's rest and have our Houndoom do the trusty work. And of course, I forgot to mention, trap scars do not block off you being able to find secret rooms. Just as a helpful little tip. So you can have your trap scarf equipped this whole time and just be running over, and then eventually, instead of a trap, you'll run over a secret room stairs pair instead. Which is nice. And looks like our stairs are up here. And we ran into the stairs room again. And there's only the 4 tile room right over here, so even then, yeah, it won't hold a room, so let's just go on. Alrighty. We're doing good. Oh, and fog again. Thankfully, we're right here at the stairs. I think it's the Houndoom that had the beat up last time. Oh yeah, here we go. There they all are. Hi. Nice to meet you all. I guess this dungeon really doesn't want us to get our Spiritomb because here we are at the stairs room again. Oh boy. So a grudge trap. Yep, those are around here. Just be careful. Nasty plot. Ooh. Alright, let's heal up and we're gonna have another max elixir just to be okay. And I guess we're moving on. Here we are on 21. And on these floors, as you can kind of see, Drifloon appears. Drifloon, if you get it, Drifloon is a very, very good ghost to have. So we are going to put our Soothe Bell, and we are going to try it. And we got one, yeah! Level 20. Nice. Oh, and we got the beat up. I'm feeling like this is actually kind of a smallish floor, because there was, even before our whole Drifloon, there was a bunch of stuff just sitting around here. So yeah, I will, and by the looks of it, yep, we unfortunately have basically nothing this floor. Bites. That's why, oh, here's a good room. This is nice and big. Alright, let's just, oh no. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Oh no. Oh my god, I totally did not mean that. Okay, yeah. Alright. Now that catastrophe is over. Since our Houndoom's gonna move extremely slow, I guess we're gonna be using Salamence. Team Telekinesis, so that tells us there is nothing in that stairs room. At least there can't be, because of one simple factor. It's because, here's another thing that'll help you tell rooms apart. Rooms that have tiles where you can walk to hallways will never have a trap or secret room, and items that spawn on tile won't have secret rooms either. So we're getting close. I mean, we can only have either this floor or next floor have a secret room, and then we can't do anything else. More poke. I thought so. That's why it's sometimes good to always have your your ghost on you in case you find a heart scale. Okay. So we need to go, by the looks of it, this way. Nope. Alright, but looks like this is a, okay, I thought this was a wall. But, right down here, we have a decent sized room, which we are going to search in really quickly. Nothing. So here is our last chance, and of course we spawn right next to the stairs. No, that's not happening. Yeah, sorry, I know, I'm kind of extending, and we could have probably ended this, like, a while ago. But I do, like I said, I want to try and show off Spiritomb and how the whole thing works. I'm not gonna bother with you. This is definitely a new one. Nothing. Oh wait, no, we checked that because those are stairs. Oh, here's a lot of stuff. Alrighty. Let's go down this way. Nothing. There's that one. Oh, I found a couple traps and I got hopeful. Yeah, I think unfortunately I'm not going to be able to show off how to use the odd keystone, or I should say the little stone pillar it has to be used in. I mean, I've explained how, but by the looks of it, we are not going to be able to show this off. Unless there's rooms up here that I'm about to hit. If there is, and nope, by the looks of it, there is not. So, we are going to have to take our small little walk of shame and head on back to the stairs and head on to the next floor. Alright, 25F, of course, is our last floor, so all we gotta do now is just finish up. Can't find a secret room on the last floor, because that would kind of be glitched out and you'd be stuck. Alright. There's the stairs over there. Let's just head in. So, as I've said, there are 2 boxes at the end, and this is going to contain items pretty much similar to the mansion in the basement, like your Shady Dusk, Psychic Dust, Dark Dust, TM Dreamier, TM Toxic, TM Taunt, Duckstone, Lumberry, Relic Copper and Silver, Big Pearl, that kind of stuff. But, in the end, that is the end of the Tanren Mansion trio of dungeons. That's all that I've had to cover in these parts. So, Next part is actually going to be a little bit interesting. You want to know why? Next part is going to be the gateway dungeon to the next region. Because here's a couple things I want to talk about. So there are some dungeons that we have not covered yet in Tanren and Winden that we can access. We can access 2 out of the 3 dungeons that we're missing. There is a dungeon, which I'm not going to reveal where it is, but a dungeon called Dragon's Descent and Deep Dragon's Descent. It's basically one is a continuation of the other. But we're going to need actually another HM to get there. So, hint, hint, we're going to be getting that soon. We have Tanren Chambers, which is in Tanren, of course. But I kind of want to have some decent higher levels, like probably mid to high 70s, maybe even one in the 80s. Which, in the next region, we're going to have some nice training spots. I'll let you know that right now. Okay, so besides those 2, in Winden, the one dungeon we're missing, but we do have access to, actually, is called Sky Fortress, which that is going to be probably either the last dungeon I do or the second last dungeon I do. Because there's going to be a lot of work that has to be put into that dungeon. Like, it's going to be 4 parts, and let's just say, each of the 4 parts is 99 floors. Yeah, spoilers, I know, but yeah, I just wanted to let you know that that is going to be one of the last dungeons I do, just because of strictly how long the dungeon is itself. So, let's have a last hurrah, open up our boxes, and we got a Max Revive and a Lumberry. Max Revive is something I did not have down, though, so I'll just make sure to add that quick to my list. Which, Max Revive is always nice, but I kind of like Revive Orbs better. But yeah, that is the Tanren Mansion trio of dungeons for you. I would like to thank you guys for watching, and in the next part, we are going to cover the gateway dungeon to the next region, which is called Crescent Island. I will see you guys then.